These are the two most accurate tools for building laser-targeted lead lists of your best customers, and they could actually help you make hundreds of thousands of dollars with your cold email campaigns if you know how to use them properly. In fact, they've actually helped multiple of my clients make over $1 million in directly attributable revenue from their cold email campaigns. And to put things into context, Ocean.io and Clay.com now have an official integration that allows you to build a laser-targeted lead list of your best customers in the matter of minutes. However, you need to fully understand the ins and outs of these tools because they're very powerful, but if you don't properly know how to use them, then you're really just gonna be wasting a shit ton of your money and a lot of your time for underperforming cold email campaigns. And in this video, I'm gonna be showing you everything from A to Z, what you need to know about the Ocean.io and Clay.com integration so that you could build laser-targeted lead lists of your best customers in the matter of minutes. Or if you don't want to have the hassle of trying to do all this yourself and paying for different subscriptions for these different softwares, that we could actually do it for you, hands off, we'll just do it completely for you. Now, before I actually jump into the Clay.com integration to show you how this whole process is done from A to Z, I want to show you how inefficient this process is if you're using Ocean as a platform by itself. In full transparency, Ocean.io is my favorite software out there in the lead generation space. It allows you to really bypass all the manual research of searches, keywords, filters, industries. You don't have to do all that because Ocean will actually use AI to scrape the internet and find as many lookalikes of your best customers. So this tool is incredible, but the problem is that prior to this integration, a lot of the stuff was done manually, and it was also very expensive because Ocean limited you to having a certain amount of export credits on a monthly basis. So jumping into the platform, I'll show you what it looks like. Let's say that I have a customer called mainline.com, and I want to find as many lookalikes of mainline.com that are out there on the internet. Ocean will go ahead and it'll show me, all right, 35,000 companies that resemble, companies similar to mainline.com. And let's say I want to add a couple of extra filters on there and make sure that they are 200 to 1,000 employees and that they're located here in the United States. So here we can see that there's 3,417 companies out here. The problem is that Ocean limits us to 5,000 export credits on a quarterly basis. So if I were to go ahead and export all 3,417 of these companies, I'd basically be 3/4 through all of my credits. That would basically cost me almost $4,000 to export these credits. And all I have is the companies. I don't have the email addresses of the contacts at this company. And so from here, I would have to take the CSV file of companies that Ocean gave me, and then I could plug them into other databases like Apollo.io, ZoomInfo, ListKit, whatever database you prefer, but it's very time consuming, and this whole process as a standalone by itself will take me at least an hour to do by itself because you've got to wait for the lead list to get delivered, and then you've got to import it into other tools, and then you got to find the email addresses. Now, scratch all that because we have this integration that's now live. Let's jump into Clay.com and I'll show you what this looks like. So we're going to start and build a lead list from scratch. And here we can see that Ocean now has the tab because the integration is active and live, and that's what I'm here to show you. So I plugged in my API keys. I'm going to go ahead and click continue, and then I'll just go ahead and plug in mainline.com. Want to make sure that I'm going in the United States. Plug that in, and then I want to make sure that the company size is 200 to 1,000 employees. I'll plug that in, and they've got some other filters here like technologies, whether it's an e-commerce company, you could specify by industry or different categories. I'm going to select that we're looking for 10 lookalikes of these companies because it's an example here. I don't want to waste all my credits. Now I will click on continue, and I'm going to add it to a blank table. Ocean is now scraping the internet. AI is using the industries, the keywords, the filters, and it's finding all companies that resemble a lookalike of mainline.com. And so now it's already run, and here I could click on the data and I could see all of this information that Ocean has given me. And I essentially just want to select what do I want to be visible on my table here. And let's say I want to have the company name. Let's say I want to have the company domain. Let's say I want to have the revenue of the company. I want to specify the country. Company size, that's going to be important to me. Company description I'll include. Let's see, do I have the LinkedIn URL? So we'll also add in the LinkedIn Sales Navigator URL, or just the LinkedIn company URL, excuse me. So I've got all these data fields, and I'm just going to delete some of these extras because they're unnecessary. All right, and so now I've got this clean data set. It is 10 mirror image lookalikes of my best customer. And from here, the magic is up to you. You basically decide what you want to do with this information. And let's just say, for example, and to give you some context around clay.com, the beauty of Clay is that it integrates multiple different databases, and you could connect your API and essentially enrich data however you want to do it. So if I have an account with crunchbase.com, or maybe I have like a built with account, or databases such as ZoomInfo or Apollo or any other like list building softwares out there, you could connect the API to clay.com and create really cool workflows so that you could all of a sudden enrich this data however you want to. So let's say, for example, I want to find the technology stack that these companies are using. Let me delete this one. So I want to scrape built with and figure out what technologies these companies have. I could go ahead and click run. And now built with is finding out what technologies do all of these lookalike companies have embedded on their website. And we could see all this information popped up. Let's say I wanted to filter this data more and find only the companies that are using Salesforce as their CRM, that I could create a filter column here, and I could find that information. That's not what I want to show you. I want to show you how you could actually find the email addresses of the contacts that you're trying to reach to pitch your solution to. So here I will do find people, find contacts at company, and I'm going to save these results into a new table. And this is all free right here. Like in terms of actually finding the contacts, we're just going to be scraping LinkedIn through Clay. And let's say that I want to go after all people that have sales that are some sort of sales position and they're at least the head of sales or above. I'll type in sales as the job title. We'll preview all of the contacts that are going to appear within this table. All right, so we've got director of sales, vice president of sales. And now I'm going to import all this data into a new table. You could import it to the same table, but the thing is there might be multiple contacts, and I want to make sure that all of these contacts have their each an individual row. And so for that reason, I'm going to import this data into a new table. I'm just going to enrich their basic profile. So it's free to do that through Clay. Another reason why I love it. And here, now we could see that I have all of the contacts that are a head of sales or above from the lookalike companies of my best client that I had used with the Ocean and Clay integration. So now from here, the most powerful thing that Clay has to offer is waterfall enriching contacts. So instead of me relying on one database to find an email address for one of these contacts, I'm actually going to run a waterfall enrichment flow where I'm going to cross-check multiple different databases. And if one database doesn't have the email address, it's going to search another database. And if that doesn't have it, it's going to search another database. If that doesn't have it, it's going to go through 6 different databases here. You can change the order of these, but essentially I'm not relying on one database because they all get their email addresses from different data providers. I'm essentially going to run through this list, try to see if I could find that contact information, and if I can, great, then I could go out and cold email these people because I know that I've worked with somebody just like them, and my message is probably going to be a whole lot more relevant, and I'm going to have some great context to show them that, hey, I've worked with somebody just like you. These are the incredible results that I've gotten for them. Let me show you what I could do for you as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and run this, just do it for the first 10. And now the waterfall enrichment process is running to the T. As we could see, boom, look how fast that is. With my first data provider, it's already found 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 out of the first 10 emails were found in my first database while the others are running. Essentially, this is going to maximize the email addresses that I could find so I could then go out and cold email all of these people. And there's other things that you could do with this. Once you have the data, let's say that I want to go ahead and use AI to personalize a message based off of their LinkedIn profile. You could do that using Clay. Let's say that I want to do any sort of personalization, or maybe I want to figure out who these companies' competitors are, and I want to call that out in my cold email campaigns. You could use that with Clay as well. But here, first 10 contacts that I tried to go after, we found 10 email addresses. It's a 10 out of 10 laser targeted lead list of people that I actually want to reach out to. Super incredibly powerful. This is obviously just a glimpse of it. But that's kind of just, how things work with Clay. And that's why I really love this workflow, why I love this integration, and why it's going to probably do some incredible things for you and your business. So that's really it, guys. This video should cover all the basics of the Ocean.io and Clay.com integration, but you've got to keep in mind that that's just the tip of the iceberg. Building out a lead list is literally just one of multiple steps in crafting a cold email campaign. So if you want to actually see like a full guide that covers the whole process of setting up your domains and your inboxes, and then building out a targeted lead list, to crafting the cold email scripts, to inbox management, to actually getting these people booked on your calendar, then just comment below. We actually have a cold email masterclass that covers everything from A to Z so that you could start making money with your business from cold email. And if you want to save yourself the struggle of doing all this and just have 10 to 20 meetings booked for you with your dream clients every single month, then check in the description below. Book a call with us to see if you qualify. And if not, just stick around because we've got other videos here that are going to help you out as well with lead generation. So hope you all enjoy this video. I'll see you in the next one.